Hello and welcome to Working as Intended, your once weekly Tuesday afternoon World of Tanks show where we answer your questions, talk about World of Tanks, and play some platoons with you, the viewers. We've got a bunch of stuff kicking off still in September. Hope you all are keeping up with your monthly mission. Tank Awards for September is live. That's running through the 27th, I believe. We have the Tanks and Metals missions, your tournament missions, your Tank University missions. Keep an eye out for all of those. We have our special event coming up, what we're calling the CAV Society, the Chieftain Armored Vehicle Society. It's going to be a regular stream meeting of history-minded individual. Our premiere episode of that is going to be Wednesday, the 23rd of this month, September, and we're going to have the Chieftain and the author of the book, The Tank Killers. So we'll have two of the foremost experts on the U.S. tank destroyer programs before and into World War II. I sound like I'm in a garbage can, apparently. That's probably my network. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
My internet's been very scuffed lately. Super scuffed. And I got totally derailed by that. But yeah, check out the CAV Society. Check out our 10th anniversary Amazon store merch if you're the kind of person who likes to wear World of Tanks t-shirts like this here. Well, this particular shirt isn't available, but I have the Rheinmetall Scorpion shirt on.
So one of the cool new things that's in the Amazon merch store is the Fox World of Tanks one for the LIS or the Liz. So if you guys want a World of Tanks Fox shirt, I highly recommend it. Just go to the Amazon merch store. It's honestly, I would buy two of them, but I'm not going to do that. So make sure you check it out. It's a really pretty shirt. Like, genuinely, highly recommend that you at least look at it. But, sorry, I interrupted you to tell everybody how much I love the shirt, so...
No, that's fine. It'll give me a chance to fix my mic. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's 1,000 times better.
Cool. Excellent. All right, hopefully I sound less like I'm in a garbage can.
Yes,
anyway, we're going to kick off and get us some platoons here pretty quick. I hope your LIS challenge went pretty well, folks. If you got the tank, or maybe you got enough of a discount that it was worth it to you, I hope you're enjoying that fire-breathing bad boy. And yeah, we got the new Clan War season kicking off here in a little bit. That'll be exciting. It's going to be a good time. What's going on with you, chat? How was your Labor Day weekend, chat? Tell me about your Labor Day weekend.
I don't know, but I'm waiting on you to be in the platoon.
I did accept, I swear.
My Labor Day weekend was pretty solid. It was a nice, long-ish weekend. I always like having... 4-day weekends, but gotta go back to work. I did absolutely all of my chores.
Oh wow! Nice.
Did all my chores. Felt really good. It was a nice, weird, almost like spring cleaning weekend for me. Anyways, we're gonna be dropping into a tier 5 battle. So
there we go. So on Sunday I went and did some sporting clays at the shooting range. That was pretty fun.
Nice.
First time I've done that. It's like golf, but with a shotgun. So that's a lot more entertaining for me. And then yesterday I took out my new paddleboard to the lake for the first time. And it went terribly.
Terribly.
The park entrance closed early, so I had to hike a mile down to the beach, which was fine until after I unpacked and inflated it and paddled, and then had to hike back up and realized I was already dead because I'm old and fat.
That sounds super awful.
It was a good workout.
It was a good workout. So a couple people played World of Tanks all weekend. Lots of adult beverages, a nice little cookout. That's awesome. Sunday was Montague's birth anniversary. We talked about this during the stream on Thursday, but Jambijon and Montague actually have very close birthdays, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday to Jambijon. He's taking this week off, but
yeah.
Kept Jambi bringing in the big old 3-0, I believe. I definitely played some lot to take advantage of those times 5s too. Can't miss an opportunity to farm some times 5s.
Yeah, I hope a lot of people at least got the chance to take advantage of the sales that we had going on for tiers. Basically tiers 2 through 10, I believe. We had a 15% discount on tiers 10. I think it was 8 through 10, and then a like 30% discount on others. It was really, really good sale. I think there were also consumables that were on sale. Oof, that is my rear end.
Tier 5, guys, we are the SEALs. We can't club.
I'm
seeing a lot of questions about Season 3 of Battle Pass. So we don't have the date announced yet. It is coming very soon, though. So keep an eye out. We have launched the first of the stories for Season 3, but it's still going to be a little bit before the launch.
Yeah.
Very soon, though.
What's up, Zoballs? How are you doing? Earl Cullen wants to know, is there a new nation being introduced into the game? Not yet. Like, so far as what we know about things that are coming to World of Tanks, we know, obviously, the Polish meds got released. We're also waiting on, I believe, the Italian heavies, the Japanese TDs, and the UK wheeled lights are all things that we have in the background. We don't have
both of them are on, or I should say all three of them are on the back burner currently, though. None of them are currently directly in the pipeline for release, but they are in various stages of conceptual development.
Yeah. One cool thing, though, is, like, with the Rudy, if you guys have that tank, you'll know that you can swap it between Polish nation and the USSR nations. So, you know, it's actually... Oh, my gosh.
And it's a great tank.
And it's a great tank, but I think that opens the doors for a lot of things to happen with World of Tanks, especially introducing, more multi-nation tanks, or even the possibility of things like a multi-nation line, especially for, those lines that may not necessarily have enough to fill out a whole tier 10. There's also the possibility of, like, actually, no, not collector's vehicles.
There's pure speculation at this time.
Yeah, pure speculation, but it is things that, could be considered in the future. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so once more on Battle Pass, guys, we don't have the Season 3 announced, or dates officially announced yet. That'll be coming soon, along with Season 3 itself. If you want to, you can go check out the news portal and see the first, the introduction to the characters for this season, the commanders that will be featured. But the dates are not announced yet. But it will be very soon. Hey, Captain Napalm, how's it going? I'm doing well. My eye is doing well. I just had an optometrist appointment yesterday, and they said your eye's great. So looks like it was just a little bit of eye strain, and I am almost back to 100%.
All right, let's watch Cab Mech, and I will go through some... so yeah, we don't currently have a date for you guys for the Battle Pass season start. We will let you know if we get more details. Sergeant Pike wants to know what is planned for the Halloween event. Is there one planned? There is one planned.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
We can't share any details other than it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. But the devs are working very hard to have one this year, so
yes.
Please rest your souls.
It's I mean, we'll see, but it should be by far the coolest Halloween event we've ever had. I'm very excited about it.
Please do the door knocking thing again. The door knocking. What? Oh, okay, sorry. I understand what you mean, Billy T. I think you're talking about tank rewards when we had the trick or treat where you could choose between three different things. Yeah. That is absolutely something that,
That was an awesome event.
That was amazing. I really missed that.
Tank or treat, right?
Tank or treat, yeah. Tank or treat, yes.
We did have a lot of fun with that.
Or is it trick or tank?
One of the downsides of the new Tank Rewards site is it's not quite as customizable. The Tank or Treat was a highly custom project done by our web developer at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we could do something totally like that, but we'll definitely look into it. But yeah, Tank or Treat was awesome.
When is the Cobra coming? Brit Med with Massive Alpha and Gun Depression. Cab, do you know anything about the Cobra
referring
tank?
To the King Cobra?
Maybe.
No date at this time, but I believe it is in development somewhere.
There you go. Earl Cullen wants to know, why is the Barask OP?
Oh, no.
I don't think it's OP.
Oh, no, he was talking about the British one.
Yeah, the British
Same story, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's in development somewhere. We don't have a release timeline for it right now.
Ooh, okay. Let me see if I can... I did, I believe, ask about that ticket number. Let me get that one again. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm saving that info right now. I'm in Scorpio, is it?
I'm sending it to Nyx to check in.
Hey Todd, how's it going? Oh, congratulations! Hope your honeymoon was awesome. I was just talking to our regional marketing guy today. He got married in July, so as you can imagine, and I'm sure you, Todd, personally know, what a great time to have a wedding, right? He did say that he was excited about how much money they saved on having such a small wedding because of the pandemic.
Right.
But unfortunately, their honeymoon to Greece has been delayed.
Dang.
Which is a bummer. I want to go to Greece. Greek food is awesome.
So I am noob. I sent your ticket number to our lovely CS manager. I hope she can respond. Or actually, I wonder, is she? I think she's off today. I might want to send this to
she is.
Shouts at Wales. Okay, I'm gonna drop this to Shouts at Wales and Llama.
And thank them for working on something that is not technically theirs anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the like a lot of the real Greek food isn't super greasy. Like the Greek salads are super fresh vegetables, chopped in with like a light dressing, right?
Yeah, basically. They like things like olive oil or stuff like that with a little balsamic.
Yeah, food is early today.
Food is super early today. I feel like on day, well, actually, I don't know. I feel like usually Tuesdays we tend to talk about food later in the stream, but like on Thursdays it's a toss up because we've either already eaten and
wow,
you know,
what a shot.
We've either already eaten or you know we're postponing our dinner to eat or to stream. I got engaged in Greece on the Acropolis of Lindos. Ooh, fancy.
Oh, these guys. We're playing tier 5, guys. It's not stat padding. Plus, we're not good enough to pad our stats anyway.
Yeah, I died with, I think, 0 damage. Or, no, I died with, I think, 1 shot of damage, which means, like, absolutely nothing to my stats. Why is Wargaming removing the possibility of having a garage in French? We're just not going to be supporting the French language in the NA client.
So it's the client, the French language client. So the reality of it, guys, it's not something we wanted to not offer anymore. No, we also dropped support for the Korean client. We are always evaluating those language clients, and unfortunately, the use of the French client just wasn't large enough to justify continuing to update it.
Yeah.
It's not personal. We love you. We just didn't have enough people using that client to justify its existence.
There you go. No more French voice lines? No. It just the translation of things like
it's just the French client for the North American server. You used to be able to have a whole client in French.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's weird. Like a lot of our players in Quebec, maybe they don't know about the French language client. We tried to do some special promotions for it to them, but most of our Quebec players seem to prefer playing the English client.
Yeah. What happened to my dog barking with my Rudy? I don't think it ever barked. I'm almost 100% sure it was a mod. There's conspiracy theories everywhere.
This is my it did bark initially, according to several people, but the official record says that it didn't. Enough people have told me it did bark when it first came out that I'm inclined to believe it did.
See,
and some patch broke it.
I'm with the theory
the
that...
One thing is that it's XVM, because XVM makes it so that the dog barks.
Yeah.
So if you were always using XVM when the Rudy came out, that may have been what caused the dog to bark.
Yeah.
So when it first came out, it would only bark in the garage when you clicked on it, was the official story.
I'm still with the theory that Quickie Baby, when he posted his Rudy video, everybody saw it and thought the dog barked when Sixth Sense hit, But that was his XVM mod, and because his video is popular, people
Rodney and
thought
David
it
on
was
Facebook are both saying
standard.
it did bark, though, and I've talked to so many people who have never used mods that say it did bark.
I don't know.
So, I used to be on that side, but I've encountered so many people who've told me they don't use mods and heard it bark that I've begun to believe them.
All right.
Our old, some of you may remember our old customer support specialist for World of Tanks, Saffron. He spent an entire week trying to figure this out once, and one of the issues we have is some of the devs that released the Rudy are gone, and the other ones that are left don't remember. So, because it's a relatively minor thing.
It's like a World of Tanks urban legend, honestly.
It is. The good news is if you want the tank to bark, or the dog to bark, it is very easy to get the dog to bark with a mod.
Yeah.
And if there isn't one, somebody should make a mod that just makes the dog bark so you can get it without anything else.
Yeah, seriously. You know, or because you can replace your Sixth Sense sounds, you can literally just replace it with the dog barking, and then you'll have a dog in every single one of your tanks that will warn you if you've been spotted. I think that's a fantastic idea and way better than whatever the sound that we have is that sounds like an ear-piercing alert. Ugh. Hate it. Couldn't make the dog bark in French. Well, you know. Sleeping Nights says, I used to hear it bark as well playing the tank again. It doesn't bark anyway.
It hasn't, well, I will say, even if it did bark when it first came out, it hasn't barked in a very long time.
Yeah, like a ridiculously long time.
In the vanilla client.
Do you guys ever get the glitch where you shoot somebody in the track and it gives you the audio cue that you've tracked the enemy, but you actually didn't? So it is something that has been brought to our attention where critical hits aren't actually tracking people. But the thing is, like, there's a couple of situations. For one, there are situations where you damage somebody's track, but you don't destroy it, so you still get the critical hit sound, I believe. And then there's another situation where you don't track some, or I don't remember what it is, but it's something that we've looked into. But yeah.
So the 60 GFT on our team got a Top Gun and 3,600 damage.
And you call us seal clubbers.
Yeah, I'm not the seal clubber. Most of the people on the enemy team in this game probably have more games than I do.
Almost definitely. I'm gonna actually
So I don't think for me, I don't consider tier 5 seal clubbing. Below tier 5, for me, seal clubbing is when you go play like a Panzer 2J or the Su-76I. Those are seal clubbing tanks to me. I don't think playing a tech tree tank at tier 5 is seal clubbing.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that, only because for me, seal clubbing is using tanks at lower tiers for the sole purpose of, you know, having a huge advantage over someone else because you have the skill to.
That's what I'm saying is people play those tanks because you have a huge advantage. I will say I 100% agree with Pig She Flies. The absolute exception of that is the T-67. And maybe like the Panzer 1 is tier 3. Yeah. There's a couple tanks down there that are definitely seal clubber tanks.
That makes me want to look at tier
the old
5.
US tier 3 tank destroyer that got removed from the game, the T-18, I think it was.
Okay, what about the left?
The left in general is just a problem.
And then there's also the T-14 and the Panzer 5-4.
T-14 is not a seal clubber.
Yes, yeah. Well, it used to be.
The Panzer 5-4 is good, but since it's HD model, the Panzer 5-4 is not nearly as nasty as it used to be. That armor isn't nearly as effective as it used to be.
M7? M10 RBFM?
M44 is definitely an RD seal clubber.
All right, we're dropping into tier 8.
T40,
arguing about what is and is not seal clubbing.
I think tier 6 and below is seal clubbing. When you're as bad as we are, I don't think me playing the M4 at tier 5 is seal clubbing personally, but
yeah. I only like. Realistically, if you're good enough, you can absolutely use almost any tank at lower tiers to, you know, own people.
Hey, old Wolf, how's it going?
I think it's about your intent and your skill level. If your intent is just to get high damage at low tiers, and your skill level can do that, I think that's seal clubbing.
Yes, the T67 was somewhat nerfed as part of the basically during the rebalancing for the HP and some other stuff. I got a couple changes. Hey, Mystery T, how's it going? Somebody said, Sly said, quit gifting low tier tanks. That's not my decision, Sly.
Yeah.
I'm just this guy, you know.
Also, a lot of the gift
German
tanks
Tiger.
we give out are like not super great, but you know, like I said, I think seal clubbing is, you know, utilizing skill and intent. Like,
you guys remember
both of
the
those kind of
Toldi?
equal that. Oh God.
Nobody's seal clubbing in the Toldi.
Yeah. People were seal clubbing in the, what is it, LTG? Right? Oh God, I'm spotted.
It's the skill setup and
Lord.
the crew with intent. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like you have those people with like 1,000 games in the T67. Like that's gross. And they have like an 8 skill crew and run full gold. That was
Luckily they can't. Oh, hello.
so two already shot at me. That's how I started the game, and I'm about to take another flank shot. Nope, dodged it. Oh, we got that tank destroyer spotted. Can we shoot him?
He's outside my
dead.
render. Oh, that one. Okay. I was like, he is outside my render range.
Yeah, the Uda's on the hill.
There is an AT way over there, though.
Zoe says, people have accused me of seal clubbing in my Matildas. It's one of my most played tanks, but it's not that. I have normally have one battle in it every session because I like it so much. It's not like I play it all the time. See, I feel the Matilda actually is a perfect example. I love the Matilda too, just like the history of the Matilda is a fascinating. It was the one British tank that really performed well early in the war. And it's got a lot of character to it. I don't know. For me, the Matilda is so slow that it's hard to claim it that it's a seal clubber like on the level of the T67, where you can just control the whole map later in the game.
I wasn't expecting to hit that shot on the FV. 4-2.
Oh, there's a trade-off. It's definitely real strong.
We need this guy.
Warp says he's got the Matilda BP 2 marked. Oof, the BP is rough because you basically have the same armor but up a tier, right? I like the tech tree Matilda a lot more than the BP.
Definition of a seal clubber is a guy that has a bunch of battles in that. Except I feel like the thing is, you can have that many battles, but like you're not good, which means it's not necessarily seal clubbing because you can't take advantage of the imbalance of skill between you and the other people. Like the biggest thing I feel like is taking advantage. I don't know. Anyways. We're arguing semantics here. And I feel like this is not going to get us too many places, so...
It's just a general thought.
No.
Zoe says, have you played the Turbo Tilda? I have not.
opinions.
I need to give it another shot. I don't even have a Matilda in my garage right now, I don't think. Because I was working on some higher level tanks. Did Wargaming give away free tanks during the 10th anniversary? There were a couple rewards, mainly for the anniversary tokens. We had like the Valiant, right? And the other one I forgot. Guys, Season 3 of Battle Pass, we don't have the official start date yet, but it is going to be very soon.
Alright. We got some shots on the FV.
Pixie Flies, by that definition, baby seal clubbing is playing tier 10. I mean, yeah, if you're like Haglar, just playing the game is seal clubbing, right?
Okay.
If you're True Voodoo, playing the Manticore is seal clubbing.
Somewhat, yeah.
If you choose to define it just by the disparity in skill and experience.
Hey, I said at lower tiers.
That's true.
Like, lower tiers, you're taking advantage of the fact that they're just straight up new to the game. If you're at tier 10, like, people have had the chance, at least, to learn the game. Whereas, like, tier 10? I don't consider that. The discrepancy is not based on, whether or not you've played the game basically at all.
Allwar says you're assuming players lower tiers and it could be reels or accounts. Yeah, I mean, a lot of players prefer to play. Personally, tier 6 is one of my favorite tiers because there's so many.
I'm spotted. There's a
So many of the classic
T49
World War II tanks are at that tier 5, tier 6
somewhere in
area. I
here.
like to play at those tiers, just because that's where some of the tanks I love the most are.
I feel like this T49 is either by me or like somewhere completely different. He was still there? Really?
The M44 is, in my opinion, pretty gross. I agree.
Let's see. RBANG. Hello.
Work says he's seen 2K games at tier 10. So I wonder, because we have a while
There we
ago, I and another one of our customer support guys uncovered a botting ring based in Eastern Europe that had they were botting accounts to get to 1 tier 10 and then selling them. So you'd have these accounts with like 1,200 battles with 1 tier 10, and then they'd be sold as an account with X tier 10 tank. We ended up banning every account that farm ever made, which ended up being like 38 accounts.
Jeez.
And had gotten to tier 10. So it might have been one of those, I wonder.
Maybe. Possibly. Alrighty. Up next. By the way, thank you, Insanely Average, for the platoon. Up next, we have, I believe that's Miss Destroyer.
Have we won both of our games so far?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oops, sorry, I forget. Your name is Destroyer, not Destroyer. Alright.
Blue Train Man says you can seal club in a tank, any tank if you're good enough, but mostly at lower tiers. Yeah, for me, like I said, it's those tanks at lower tiers that everyone knows can be exploited.
Yep. What do you guys think of the T103? I like the close-up damage, but it has no accuracy at range. I feel like it's a kind of mid-ranged bush TD slash assault TD. It can definitely do well kind of pushing forward with the heavies, but it's not something like the, I would say, or maybe. I would say it's kind of similar to the 8215.
And an assault TD.
I don't know. Like, okay. Mid-range bush TD, because it doesn't have great accuracy, but if you're getting hit by a T103, like, you're almost absolutely not going to push. Like, at all. And then it's kind of a good assault one because, like, it has the frontal armor and, like, the lower plate is still kind of relatively hard to pen, so
that's what I would for me it's like one of those the second line assault TDs. Like, you want to be right behind the heavies, taking advantage of the heavies go in, they all get shot while the enemy team is reloading, you pop out and shoot one of them and hit them really hard.
I think we have the same opinion of it. Playstyle. Yeah, I think we have the same opinion of it. I just said mine kind of weird and not very clear. You play the T103 like a T57 heavy, like, just in that it's second line. It's for sure not a tank that you want to be alone with, because once again, I really hate non-turreted tank destroyers because it just feels so restrictive, and Cabbage is jumping straight into it, so we're gonna do tier 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive the T103 this time. Yeah. But the nice thing about T103 though is it does have a turret. Whereas a lot of those brawler TDs don't. Which is one of the reasons, like, I was super excited about the Badger, but when it came out I realized I'm terrible at playing case-mated TDs.
Yeah.
So you have to have a particular attitude. Scott says, what is this? I thought it was about Battle Pass. Is the title about Battle Pass? Is that
Our title is about Battle Pass because that's the newest thing that's going on. But the thing is, it is something that's going on. It is coming up very soon. Today, the article was dropped, and so if you go in and you look in it, there's new customization. I believe there's a slightly different system we're doing for Season 3, but I highly recommend that you guys check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can get, and it's incredibly worthwhile. Like, even if you don't participate the full time, it's still a good solid way to get things like consumables and whatnot, get some decals, all that type of stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna lock our platoon queue because there's a lot of people in our platoon queue today. We have 10 people. We're already 2 matches in.
We got a lot of people who want to flex their tanking skills on stream.
Yeah. What's
Hey,
up, Still
Guts?
Guts?
Hey, Mike from Ontario Original Museums here. How's it going?
Hey.
Says, just arrived, was at the museum, needed that fresh tank smell. The king says, tanks do have a particular smell, don't they?
They do.
Something about
it's like
diesel
almost,
and
metal
and
diesel.
Mr. Joe wants to know how you get your username in the platoon queue. I'm in the queue, but the username is important. So the way you get your username in is you type in the ! join, and then you do a space, and then you type in your username after the space. If you don't put your username in, we'll assume. I mean, we'll pay attention to chat, so you can let us know. Yeah. We'll assume that your Twitch name is the same as your username.
Yeah, and then I'll be very, very annoyed with you because it makes me really sad that we're gonna have to spend time to just wait for you to type out your username. Why is there an IS7 already? Ow, ow. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. No.
Money, did you just say what Cabbage said?
Gosh.
Oh, I love you, buddy.
Help.
Is Tragic playing the 50 toilet paper?
Yes.
Oh, come on. It's not the 50 toilet paper as long as you keep the bottom of that hole covered, right?
Basically.
Alan says, after you and 3 others have lived in one for a month, there's definitely a certain smell. So Chieftain has a story about that where his driver in Iraq, after, I believe they were, in the field for 2 weeks, and so after like 2 weeks, his driver decided he had to take his boots off in the tank with the hatches closed, and the rest of the queue literally mutinied and forced him into putting the boots back on.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
God. Is the Panzer IV Hydrostat worth the bonds? Do you like Panzer gameplay?
Depends on the play style, right?
Yeah.
The Hydro's, I think, if I remember correctly, the Hydro's very similar to the Turan. So it has a pretty high DPM.
Yeah. Does it also have the weird HE that's kind of good?
Chad is saying that it's not worth it, and I think that's probably true if you compare it to some of the other tanks available for bonds.
Oh no, we're not doing very good.
But it's definitely one of those collectible tanks that is an interesting... you don't see too many of them, right?
Dead, for sure.
Hydrostats are uncommon, so they get focused more.
Well, I'm super dead. Yeah. I did not move my mouse for fear that I would whack my nice little camera, or not my camera, my light over here, and I couldn't turn to look at the Object 140. I had a roommate like that, but his feet were terrible every single day. Guys, I will tell you this, at least once in your life, go get a pedicure.
But not right now, probably.
But not right now, probably. Like, go get a pedicure. It's just self-care. It's just to, like, be cleanly. It is to be clean and hygienic. It is a good thing. It's also very relaxing. I highly recommend it. It's like getting a massage. So, just so you know, my opinion on people and why they should get pedicures. Anyways,
Gecko says if you want a bomb tank, get the T-34S. T-34S is decent. The gun can be kind of frustrating, but it is a fun little tank.
On a tank stream? Question mark? We're not gonna give you any pedicures. What? Excuse me.
Are we talking about foot odor?
Maybe. Alrighty. Up next we have Dino Riley, which, Dino, I heard when we raided, oh gosh, who did we raid last week? I think it was Damien's. I think we raided Damien's after the stream last week, and he called Dino Riley Dino Riley.
Sounds like a classic Damien moment.
Absolutely. But it was so funny because I was just like, dang. I'm glad that we're pretty good at reading usernames. Exclamation point pedicure. Jeez. Any word on when season 3 starts? We don't have a date for you yet, but if we get one before the article goes up, and we're allowed to talk about it, we will absolutely tell you. Anyways, we're at tier 6, so if you guys want to want to drop in, make sure you grab a tier 6. After we stream, when we raid, is it Pedicure Gang? I hope not. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe today it is.
Maybe today it is. Oh, jeez.
That'll really confuse whoever we raid.
Yeah, seriously. All right,
Pedicure and
dropping
tinker
in.
consumable. Well, I'll tell you, you guys can ask Chapin, but I think he'd be for it.
Bular wants to know, Tragic, did you change your camera? The green screen is not eating your suit. So we did a couple of things to upgrade all of our community teams. Sorry, Cabbage looks like he wants to say something. Or he's looking at something very intently. Anyways, so we did a couple of upgrades to our stream setups at our, our homes, because we're all working from home right now. We all got cameras, we all got green screens. For me, I have a special case, obviously. I have a green suit, and I have, a green screen that I have to consider. I'm pretty solid at doing things, and basically what happened was I used to use a virtual green screen, and now I use a real green screen. So I did the thing, and now I'm not disappearing. You do. You do.
Because I couldn't stop moving my chair to expose stuff behind me, so now I have two, so it doesn't happen anymore.
Because you have restless leg syndrome, apparently.
Sewing machine leg, so we used to call it.
Sewing machine leg, yeah.
No, that's like a fear response when you're on a rock wall.
Alrighty. Let me respond.
Ooh.
Wow, that guy.
Michael from the Ontario Engine Museum says, just a note regarding the accuracy of vehicles in the game. I was looking at the Leopard 1 engine today as we needed to replace a throttle cable. He's referring to an actual Leopard 1.
Ooh.
And I can tell you that the fuel and ammo locations in the game are bang on. There you go. Very
Lord
cool.
of Derps.
I wish I got to hang out with a Leopard 1 today.
I need to get me one of them green screens. Yeah, I mean, most of the other people that were obviously streaming with me had zero issues with virtual green screens. The only reason why I had extra issues, for obvious reasons, I'm a green dinosaur. But yeah, if y'all need tips on how to do stream stuff, just ask me, because I got a lot.
So, Just for Blood says, I need you guys to fix my dang Scorpion G. No way. With full concealment, every crew member camo net. Should you get spotted sitting still in bushes by tanks halfway across the map? So, Just for Blood, my suspicion is that the Scorpion G is one of the tanks that is being hit particularly hard by the Commander Vision system, which is one of the more impressive pieces of new equipment. Because it's
Sizely.
So I haven't heard. Basically, the Commander Vision system allows you to remove the camo bonus from being behind a bush. I haven't heard this from devs yet, though I'm sure they're still collecting data, but my feeling is that is very likely to be one of the equipment that sees some tuning after the in the first wave of new equipment tuning. Because it's very strong.
Yeah, are they going to be changing what's in the Azurus store? So we have changed what's in the Azurus store. There was a gap in time where it was not quite changed, but I believe they should be okay now. I'm gonna double check with Azurus to see if they adjusted the what's it called, the wording on there.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because like I believe the text is still the old equipment. So
that's just my speculation, guy. That's not official news, so don't cheer or boo at that one yet. But it just that's why I think you might be experiencing some getting spotted in some places you're used to not getting spotted in. I think it's the CVS that's doing it.
Yep. I also saw another question that I wanted to answer, but I missed it. Yeah, never mind. Whoop. Don't tank and drag.
Pixie Flies had a point that he used to play as ELC even 90 and spot people in ridiculous spots all the time. Man, the ELC even 90 is such a patrician tank. I don't know how else to say it. people who really love the ELC even 90 and play it really well are some of the best World of Tanks players, in my opinion. That tank really rewards patient, skilled players.
Yeah, it rewards anybody who like really knows the vision system. So, does the KV-2R get better credits than the Tech Tree version? Yes, because it's a premium tank.
It has the premium bonus, yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, they're identical. Aside from the fact that the KV-2R has all the benefits that come with being a premium tank.
And it only comes with one gun.
Well, yeah,
That's the other thing.
You can't switch to bottom gun,
Yeah.
With a smaller gun. Why you would use the smaller gun on a KV-2, I don't know. But if you
because
are
you
the
don't
person
like the
who
big,
does
big
that,
derp. You don't like the long,
then don't play the KV-2,
man.
Then don't play the KV-2.
Oh, so good. That was a good hit. I got him. That was some good leading.
Wow, this S1 is just ignoring my shells right now.
What's with the KV-2 that's just like sitting there?
He's derp sniping. Maybe he doesn't know he's spotted. Maybe he's AFK. It looks like he might be AFK.
I have zero idea where that shot of mine went, but, you know, wasn't expecting it to hit anyways, so it's fine.
Just for Blood says, are they going to remove all the TD shooting spots by blocking every good spot with hills or buildings? I don't believe so. Actually, the most recent wave of changes, I feel like we added more spots for TDs to shoot from. The Runeberg, Cliff, and proc changes, I think, were all pretty beneficial for tank destroyers, were they not?
What?
We're talking about the map changes and how they affect tank destroyers.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hawaiian says, hey guys, will collector's tanks ever have the prospect of buffs? Not asking if there are any on the table, just asking if it's a possibility. As far as I'm aware, there's no official statement that collector's tanks won't be buffed. But that is definitely kind of the attitude, is that there are tanks that aren't being considered part of the active meta. It doesn't mean they'll never get changed, but I would say that I wouldn't hold my breath for any of them getting changed in the near future.
Yeah. Alrighty. Mike Fitzpatrick is up next. But yeah, is there any place we can see the amount of extra percentage of credits from premiums we get? Everything is plus 50%. It's a flat rate. It's not per vehicle. Basically, anything that you would normally get this much, you get plus 50%. So.
Nature Force, I got your message. I'm not sure what would cause that. Nature Force is saying that when he got linked an in-game thing to go purchase the Marathon's LIS tank with his discount, and then it did not work.
Interesting.
I will send that over to our live ops guys and see what they have to say. I'm not sure where that would happen.
I actually wasn't bonking cabbage. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I was bonking my tank into Dino Riley, so I didn't.
Thank you for the game, Dino.
Distracted.
It's a good game. Wow, 3 wins in a row. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna comment on every win. I'm trying to jinx it.
No, why would you do this?
Because we shouldn't win this often. It's not
Hey,
right.
what's up, Dabasaur? How are you doing? Always a great name you got there. Is there a credit boost for gift tanks? I believe there actually is. They're gift tanks, not reward vehicles.
If they count as reward vehicles, I don't believe they have the credit bonus.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see.
What they do have is the premium vehicle crew treatment, so you can put in a crew that's not trained for them, which is really nice.
But I don't think any of the lower tier premium tanks or lower tier tanks we've given out are premium tanks. I don't think many of them are reward tanks, because the reward tanks are things like, what is it, the campaign tanks.
Playing a lot of tier 6 today, huh? Let me get the buggy out.
Awesome. All right, hit and battle tier 6. The premium vehicle tier bonus isn't flat. Well, yes, it's a flat 50%. That's what I mean. There's no adjustments based on like tier or vehicle. Everything is plus 50%.
There are, this is a confusing. I remember I've hashed this out before, and I just can't remember what I remember. There are some reward tanks who do have premium credits, but I don't believe all of them do. I should have written it down somewhere. I remember I went through this exact process like
Yeah.
a year and a half ago, figuring out which ones had the changes and which one didn't, and I think I lost it.
This is also like the second time I've ever gotten Pearl River since it came back. By the way,
TDP says the low tier gift tanks are premium tanks. I think there are some of them that are for sure. I'm not sure if all of them are though. I got to talk to Shots of Wills.
Yeah,
he can. I'm sure he has it written down.
Yeah. Hey, that is inappropriate.
Those are just a little tap.
Just some bonk.
Physics abuse.
Wow. Stop it. You have what is that camo? It almost looked like gingerbread camo, but it's, that is the
10 years of
anniversary. Victory. Ooh, that's pretty. It looked like the gingerbread camo, and I was actually just like, wow, that looks really good on that. Are we ever going to see British and American wheeled tanks? So we actually brought this up earlier in the stream, but someone was asking like what future tanks are there. We for sure know that there were some tanks that are being worked on but have been put on hold for a bit. But UK wheeled vehicles were on that list. So
they were mentioned in a dev Q&A a year ago or so as one of the lines that was being developed. But my understanding right now is that all possible future wheeled vehicle lines are currently on hold.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think right now they're measuring data on the most recent changes to the French wheeled vehicles. We'll see how they go.
Yeah, we did not get rid of preferential matchmaking.
We got rid of it in the sense that it's not being added to any new tanks.
Yes.
But the tanks that have preferential matchmaking will not lose them.
I am very not good in this position. I'm absolutely going to get battered by already. I'm surprised I haven't been hit by more than what I have been hit by. Let's see. Speaking of physics abuse, I got a warning for it because the victim pushed me out of cover, so I returned the favor. You can report them for it as well. The only reason why you got a warning is because you retaliated.
So
Don't retaliate.
Usually if you retaliate, the CSR will hit both of you with it. But yeah, if you are reported and you're found to be doing it, even if it was in retaliation, you will get the strike for it.
Yes.
I know that can be frustrating.
Retaliating. Oh my gosh! The Oni bounced.
That's the policy to remove any sort of question about what will and will not cause people to get a strike.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping this Oni tracked.
Oh, I bet. He's not having a good time at all. Do you have any information for when the ping systems will be fixed? No, but the devs are working on it. It is basically at the top of the list to get the ping system.
It should be next micropad, but we don't have a guaranteed date on that yet. It should be relatively soon.
Oh no. There we go.
That's another World's question, actually.
There's a couple of things that are basically on the top of the list, and it's some of the things that we got the most feedback on. So please, 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 be a little bit patient. We are absolutely aware of some of the frustrations that people had with, with that update that came.
Nature Force says, do I have any strikes? I got a small ban like 5 years ago. If it was 5 years ago, I think it was before the new strike system was implemented. So probably not. You should know if you get a strike as long as you still have access to the email from your account. Because you get notified, I believe, when you get a strike.
I can't peek out because if I do, I'm absolutely dead by this T-29. We also have these guys coming around. Ouch. That M12 really loves me. Are you going to... Oh, where are you going?
I'm leaving you, bye.
Ah! I can't leave because there's a T-29 over there.
Yeah, you just gotta hold that line.
Did you... You could have at least spotted him.
I'm spamming, the HE, yes.
Wow, how I did not die? That is a surprise. Oh, yeah, now I'm dead. Wow! Could have stayed. Could have stayed.
Oh yeah, I just hit an Ashorn for almost 500 damage. That was glorious.
Cabbage, cabbage, cabbage.
I told you I was leaving. As far as I'm concerned, that was the end of my responsibility.
Tragic Guts, Steel Guts says, Tragic, this is the only heavy I like to play. So much fun. I love it. It's so much fun. Is a Bhutan a British crouton? I don't think so, but you know. Will there be assisted damage for hitting slowed EBRs? So that's something that we've gotten a lot of feedback on, especially since EBRs don't get tracked in the same way that obviously tracked tanks get. I don't know, personally. Obviously, we made the changes to the French wheeled vehicle line where you know, they get much slower from the first wheel that you destroy.
Possible?
I hope.
Oh my god, that guy had such a ridiculous angle on me.
I hope personally in the future that the devs do add assistance damage for slowing wheeled vehicles. Personally.
Take that as an example, Chad. Be careful how you position your hull, because right there I put myself in a situation where he was able to perma-track me, and I couldn't do anything about it.
I don't believe there is any. I don't think there's strike forgiveness. I think once you get a strike, that's on your account. So, all right. Although Cabbage, I think, would be able to answer that better than I can, because I was never in CS. All right. Up next, we have Nature Force.
I don't know if there is an official nickname on the buggy yet. Chat, is there a consensus nickname for the buggy? Yeah, Buggy is kind of a good name already, right?
How do you know if you get a strike? So a warning, you just get a nice little letter. A strike, you will get a single day ban. After that, your next strike is a 3-day ban, and then 7 days, and then 30 days, and then permanent. That is our 5-strike system. Someone said we should call it a 6-strike system, but the first one is always a warning, unless it's something egregious. So, all right. Well, you know, since I'm waiting on my KV2, I can't do that.
Man, tier 6 is the tier today.
Chat bans also work in the 5-strike system. Are chat bans and in-game bans separate? Well, chat bans, you just can't chat. Game bans, you're not able to log in. So, yes, they're different.
Michael says bugly.
You can get a chat ban without getting a game ban, and you can get a game ban without getting a chat ban, but, you know, with 5 game bans, you can't log into your account anymore, whereas 5 strikes on your chat ban, you just can't talk ever again, so...
So Mr. Michael said I got a 1-day chat ban last weekend when a player came into my chat post-game and incited me. I don't agree with the idea of someone inciting, insulting me in chat negative ban. I understand your feelings there, Mr. Michael. It's kind of the same deal as I mentioned earlier with the game bans. We don't play the who incited who game because it opens up the door to a bunch of context interpretation errors. And it's not, basically, if you violate the rules and you, in the process of processing a report, a CSR sees you violating the rules, you're going to get the relevant strike or warning, even no matter who started it. No matter. So that's why we always tell people, even if other people are messing with you in game, don't retaliate. Report that. I know that's frustrating. I know it's hard.
It's kind of like we have like school policy rules against like that kind of stuff.
You can turn your own chat off, by the way, in the settings, guys. Just for blood, if you don't want to use the chat. My personal take is having been around internet toxicity for most of my life. Most of the people who are lashing out at you in video game chat are doing so because they feel powerless and inept in their own lives. So usually when someone is aggrieved enough to send me a message after a game telling me how much I suck, I actually am at the point now in my adult life where I just start to feel bad for them. Because I jump immediately to knowing that there's something wrong in their life that is causing them to act in that manner.
And then we have a long message from Big Brother, calm down.
Why did you? I just called a second thought.
Okay, sorry.
The second part of that is, and if there's one thing that people hate in response to their toxicity, it's pity.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Anyways, super long message. Why did you ignore the message about consumables? I don't think we did. We probably just missed it. We have a lot of people chatting right now, and we have a lot of questions that we want to answer. So if we missed it, I apologize. Let's see. We need more consumable sales for 50% off. Like, we have a monthly consumable at 50% off. What is really like full-time working now. Players have to play premium tanks every day to help them run tier 10s. My response to that is almost any game that you play, the highest level of gameplay is going to have credit sinks. It is not generally going to be profitable if it's a closed economy like World of Tanks has. We don't have trade with other players. So like it's basic game design in which, you know, the top tier costs a lot to play. But outside of that, I think it's kind of cool to have the occasional consumable sale. But I think I don't necessarily think we need one every single month. So let's see. Would it be possible to see other players' crew or equipment on the stats screen in game or the post-game stats? That would actually be kind of interesting. I think it would be kind of nice if we could see what someone was running and what kind of crew they have. I think it would help people understand, like, sorry.
Oh, I just got the M44 hammer. Ouch. This
hello.
88 is bullying me, and all I can do is keep him tracked.
Give everyone a free premium tier 10. We don't have any premium tier 10s. We only have reward vehicles at tier 10. They don't earn additional credits or anything. They just allow you to put other crew in it. There's nothing special about their credit earnings or anything. Do warnings go away after a while? I don't have the knowledge to answer that, actually.
I don't believe so, no.
How about a discount on crew retraining? Haven't seen that one in a while. Maybe. I do know we had the discount on conversion this past weekend, which was pretty cool. But otherwise, I don't know. Let's see. I think that's about all of the things I missed. We need new maps or bring back some old ones. Any news? I mean, we brought back Pearl River. My assumption is we could possibly see in the future the return of some old maps. But otherwise, like, yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, there will definitely be more in the future, but Pearl River took a long time to develop and just came out. And we're also processing changes to a bunch of other maps. We just changed Cliff, Proc, and
no.
What is the Runeberg in the last big patch? And I actually really like the Runeberg changes, especially. Those are nice.
Kamar and Wen. Oh my gosh, that was like such a divisive map. People either hated it or loved it. Oh my gosh, Swamp was probably one of my favorite, like, maps just because it looked cool, and it was also like open, and there were like some really good places where you could go as a heavy. So all right, dropping back into garage. Let's see, do collector's vehicles like the M7 have crew retraining perk as well? Actually, I don't remember. I don't remember if crew is treated as... I think you have to specifically have a crew for that. Otherwise, hey Cabbage, what you need? Hey Cabbage, do you wanna wipe that thing off your face? Maybe flick it to the top of the screen.
What are you talking about? Oh, this thing? Right
Yeah,
here?
that thing right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Well, you got it off, but now it's on the stream. So good job. Thanks. All right. Anyways, thank you, Nature Force, for joining us in the platoon.
Sorry, I was answering a work message, and I was like, "What is she talking about? What? Something on my face?"
No. All right. Up next is Oddtopsy. I love your name. Oh, that's such a great username, Oddtopsy. Alrighty. Let's see. Remove a few tiny maps and funnels for sure. Thanks for no longer... What? Guys, I'm not ignoring anybody, I swear.
Oh, you're not getting any enchiladas now. You're in trouble. Hey,
I know.
Oddtopsy. I like it.
That's what I said. That's a great
Bagels
name.
Gaming says, is Wargaming planning on bringing esports back? I saw the cheeky placement of the 2017 GF trailer clip and the 1.10 update anniversary celebration hit video. I mean, it's always something we're thinking about. I mean, we do have a dedicated tournament team, so we have a constant stream of activity for competitive players. APAC, our Asia Pacific server, is actually testing a new format for esports, if you want to call it right now. We're going to keep a close eye on that. It looks really cool. We've talked about running something similar. The issue we generally have is just the viewership isn't there for those events. And we have a lot of theories as to why that's the case. But we're keeping an eye on it. I highly recommend checking out stuff like we just ran the Corsair Community League. There's going to be another Community League in the future. And like the tournament content, if you're interested in playing competitively.
Yeah. Red 45.
Sorry, one second. The more people who do that, the more likely it is that something like esports can come back in the future.
Yeah. Red 4570 says, would it be better to get the M48 or the T110 E4? I personally would say that it's up to your playstyle. The E4 is a really solid tank, but the M48 is also, like, it's realistically up to your own personal playstyle. Do you prefer a TD or do you prefer a medium? Like, both of them are very solid tanks. M48 may be a little bit better in regards to its stats as a medium tank, but people like both. And then there was another question. I know this may have been asked a lot. When is season 3 of Battle Pass? Soon. We don't have a date yet, but the article went live today, I believe. And then Mr. Killswitch wants to know any chance of there being South African tanks. We did cover this a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but basically, don't discount. They're like, we know of a few lines that were in the works that are currently put on hold, but I wouldn't say that the devs are, not open to adding things like a South African line. So, Assault, Battle, Balance. Maps are imbalanced. Seems like Wargaming has forgotten those modes. I don't know. Like, I personally don't really like playing Assault. Namely because I just don't like the battle mode. I prefer to duke it out versus attack defense, I guess.
Oddtopsy rocking the Ujo tags. I'm gonna give him a little love tap.
How come the collector's vehicles didn't go on sale last weekend? My guess is because the sale was for tech tree vehicles, not collector's vehicles. So they're not in the tech tree anymore.
Hayden says, will someone talk to me, please?
I said hi. I don't know if you missed it.
I did.
Oh, no. I'm saying Hayden. I said hi to him, and I think he missed me saying hi.
I put a turbocharger on the E50, and it is hilarious. Look at this thing go.
Yeah, I know, you're speedy. But that T-54 is going to absolutely ruin our chances over here if he is allowed to persist.
Weather here is fine. Just a couple of thunderstorms for us, 13.
I love thunderstorms. Man? What's up, 13?
Yeah, the storms here, if you're a storm person, Central Texas is a great place to be. The thunderstorms here are massive.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about the weather here. Otherwise, I don't really like it because, well, you got humidity, you got heat, you got all of that unfunness there, so,
Still better in Houston, though.
For the Azurus store, are we ever gonna get camo presets? Maybe. That is a good idea. I suppose that is up to whoever writes the next set of codes.
Root Trainman says I'm in Central Oregon. Fires are bad here now. Yeah, most of my family's in Southern Oregon, Northern California, and it's rough right now. For sure. Our office is based out of Austin, Texas, Copernicus. So I don't think all of us are in Austin, but we're all around it for sure.
Yeah. This T-54 is just like super in a great place. He really needs to die. Ooh, nice. And then now there's an E100 that's right there for some reason.
Oh, I just had one of those moments where I realized I was pushing and shouldn't be pushing, and I actually backed up. Good
Nice.
job, Brain.
What happened to channel points? I turned them off because y'all were getting too many. Like, genuinely, that's why I turned them off. You guys had too many, and we don't currently really have anything that you guys can get, and so I thought it wasn't that great of a thing for you guys to worry about, and so...
Senator Angry says, will Watt ever make the contact list more functional and allow for customization of the garage GUI? Haven't heard anything in a while, but as far as customization of the garage GUI, that's probably something that would remain up to mods. As far as the contact list, that is absolutely part of the oft-mentioned but frequently no progress on Chat 2.0. We are hoping that we will see a revised chat system in the future, but other stuff has taken development priority in recent years. But if we do get the Chat 2.0 system, the contact list will be a part of that for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Alright, cool. I was just making sure. But, okay, bye Hayden. I'm sorry that you think that we weren't talking to you, but we definitely said hi to you specifically. Bye. But I was saving them for the 10,000 instant bingos. I know! That's the problem! Goodness. You guys basically just liked us a little bit too much and earned too many points. Okay, bye Hayden!
Stu said I just tried entering that code, says invalid code. Okay, I'm assuming it worked for other people because that's the only one I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stu, so all those should be zeros.
Yeah.
In the code, and the other two things to make sure is you got to be on the NA server, and that you haven't accidentally added a space at the end. Those are the most common issues.
Flog NA server says the new ping system sucks for Clan Wars. We are aware of that. The devs, so we talked to the devs basically about this, and the feedback that they gave us and the feedback that we got from you guys, y'all said the 3 top things that you wanted back were affirmative and negative, which, you know, the devs know, and it's very high on their priority list. And then being able to ping in competitive modes, that was another one. And then the last one, and then the last one is when I click on the map and I ping somewhere, it says attention to position, but it doesn't tell you what grid square. So those are the main top things that people want back, and they are absolutely really high priority on the devs list. So please, just a little patience on that one.
Yeah. So that should be fixed very soon here.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Man, I wish that LT would stop moving.
Thanks, 13. Have a good night, man.
Let's see.
We will be able to say affirmative once the new changes happen. Did the devs evaluate how those changes went into place so rapidly without that feedback? I mean, I think they're more concerned about getting the stuff in the game right now.
Yeah.
There has been a shift in development strategy. We're trying to be more proactive because in the past we've had a tendency to stagnate a bit while we're trying to get a bunch of stuff perfect. And as they say, perfect is the enemy of good. So we're trying to do more aggressive changes and then fixing the obvious stuff that crops up after. You're welcome to have whatever opinion you have on that. Personally, I think it is generally better to keep updating and fix the major problems that arise.
Do you know if the competitive ping system fix is on track to be ready on the 15th? Clan Wars season is very difficult without the fix. Unsure. Honestly, unsure.
Unconfirmed, but we definitely hope so.
Yeah. Katamari wants to say thank you for the list tank. Foxes are their favorite animal, and and the special rounds shoot laser beams. I'm guessing it's very, very velocity heavy shells or whatever. Let's see.
Did you read Big Brother's SMS message?
I did not.
Big Brother, your best bet for that is to reach out to customer support and see if they can help you. You're gonna need someone who can dig into your account backend and look into what's going on there.
Yeah. How many devs do you guys have? I'm an SDE 2. I love the changes they have been making. Oh, thank you. I appreciate
gosh, I'm not sure what the actual number is right now.
Oh no, I missed him. Yeah, I don't know. Aw, darn. Alright, I'm gonna push up because Autopsy is giving me a lot of confidence, which, you know, could bite me in the rear end, but currently is not.
That's a fair amount, though.
Okay. Also for pings when they are on vehicle icons, it's extremely hard to see them. Ah, okay. Are there plans to implement advanced battle statistics in game, like battle hits mod? Honestly, I think it would be really cool. I'm just not sure how feasible that is. One of the things about the battle hits mod currently is the fact that it's not incredibly accurate because it runs off the client side. The bad thing about running things off client side is things like your ping and your stability to the server is going to affect where it says the hit made it on your tank. So anytime you see, you know, all these posts where it's just like, hey, how did this pen me? Most of the time it's because, you know, this person probably had lag and it's not 100% accurate in that. So, But no, I
So
think it would
I
be
really
super
wanna
cool.
push-
I would love an armor viewer in game.
I need you. You got to push up.
I am. I was reading too much chatting stuff, but I am coming.
We still have 4 minutes. We got time. But I'm gonna once you get here, I'm gonna push into that south group and die, so we can spot for you guys.
Okay. That LT needs to die.
Yeah, that's what I'm currently trying to do.
All right.
Oh, yep. I'm in trouble.
Ooh, was that already on you?
Oh, he's tracked. He's tracked.
Ooh. Hopefully, maybe the E4 can get him.
All right. I don't really have the hit points to push now. Might be your job.
Rip.
We have an EBR still. Our EBR needs to be pushing at them.
Ooh, tracked him.
I just shot. There we go.
Nice.
He's down.
Cool.
All right. Now we go. We got a huge tank advantage. We need to just push into him.
Nice. There he is. Ooh.
Man, if a full health EBR survives to this point in the game, it's
Yeah.
the level of map
Seriously.
control is insane.
Oof. That poor guy. All right.
That might be the #1 piece of advice to EBR drivers: is survive. The later you last in the game, the stronger your tank gets, because the fewer guns that can be pointed at you to deal with your speed.
Oh no. My Russian gun was
I'm
not guided by
I
Stalin.
can't ram an E75, can I? That'd be stupid.
No, that'd be very not smart, honestly. If he turns his turret a little bit more, I can pen him. There we go. Let's see.
Right, got the
Vespa
win.
scooters. Interesting comment. Hey, Tragic, sorry to ask again, is there a giveaway again for the weekly code? Shout Russia every time you shoot for Stalin to guide the shell. I don't think I want to plague you guys with that. It sounds awful.
Someone said, are changes coming to low tier matchmaking? When I queue at matchmaker 1 or 2, I wait a few minutes and end up having to leave. Yeah, Iron Ace, that is actually something we're looking at right now. Possible news to come.
Alrighty, thank you, Odd Topsy, for the platoon. Up next, we have Crusher. Crusher. Ooh.
Yeah, thanks for the game on Topsy. Great job.
There we go. I put the code in and nothing. What should it be? Did it accept the code? If it
It should say
accepted,
code accepted.
yeah, if it accepted the code in game, you'll have a mission. Basically, the code gives you consumables and a mission. If you complete the mission, you get boosters. And if you continue getting codes throughout the month, you get a bigger bonus at the end of the month. So.
We have won 71% of our games so far this session.
That's really solid. I'm proud of us. And you
Much better
haven't
than
been,
our
yeah, you haven't been calling that out, so
I'm actually playing fairly well today, which is strange.
yeah. How do you get that?
Crusher
How do you
busting up
get
LAS.
what? If you're talking about the weekly watcher code, it's above us, and all you have to do is type that into the Activate Wargaming bonus code, either in the premium store or in the drop-down menu when you log in to worldoftanks.com.
Oh, wow. I'm so
Can we
excited for the
please get a
Pinball post.
countdown? We're in tier 8. We're not dropping yet. I will let you know. Copernicus wants to know, what are y'all's favorite restaurants in Austin? Do you want to go first? And dropping in tier 8. Go.
Favorite restaurants. So, what's the ramen place? The ramen place is really good. It's the one everyone says.
The one in the domain, or Michi Ramen?
No, Tatsuya.
Tatsuya.
Ramen Tatsuya. Yeah, that place is awesome. It's really good.
Yeah, ramen. Ramen Tatsuya is really good. Michi Ramen is also solid.
So Austin has like a couple good ramen restaurants, but one of them is the ramen restaurant, and it's Ramen Tatsuya.
Yeah.
That place is awesome.
I don't know. I have favorite restaurants for different types of food. My favorite pho place right now is Mekong Bistro. It's in South Austin. They have really good pork buns. Oh my gosh. I would drive there any day just for their pork buns.
I never made it to Magnolia Cafe. I did hear good things. TDP, we can't comment on why sanctions for other players.
Yeah.
The same reason we wouldn't talk about why you were banned.
Let's see. Magnolia Cafe before it closed? Nah. I did not. Oh no. What?
So the pho restaurant that was near my community college back in Concord, California, was named Pho. The Pho.
The
King.
Pho? What the
King.
Pho?
The King of Pho.
The King of Pho. Yeah. Gosh. I'm trying to think of other favorite restaurants, but like I don't have too many favorite restaurants. Like, I don't know. Mekong Bistro is good for sure. There's a really good Thai place in almost Cedar Park, Round Rock, that's called Mung Thai. That one's really good. There's also Zero Artillery, and it's very confusing as to why we haven't pushed up much. Ooh, that was a sword G. What happened? What did you do?
I just did a full health ammo rack to that T-44.
Oh, that really sucks there. Ah, no! Crusher! Hello?
No, Scorpion G still feels pretty
there
strong to
just
me.
like an IS right here that's just like behind, and also that guy, the CS. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but
I was gonna say it's been so long since I've been to a restaurant. Sorry.
it seriously has been. I really like Rudy's
We
barbecue.
got a hard push south. Looks like Rudy's is it's best gas station I've ever been to.
Best gas station. Oh goodness, truly.
I will say, Rudy's
Wow.
is definitely Rudy's tagline is the worst barbecue in Texas. It is it's an inside joke, but it's definitely not the worst barbecue in Texas. You can have much worse barbecue than Rudy's. I promise you.
I've definitely had.
I'm not going to name any names.
Some really bad barbecue. For sure, have had some. I went to a new barbecue place to take out, and it was just not good. Oh, there's a really good Mexican restaurant. Sorry, Tex-Mex restaurant that I went to, and I really like it. I gotta figure out what the name is. I think I told it to Domo, but I didn't actually.
Yeah, that's like I love Chewy's, but I don't think I'd describe it as my favorite restaurant.
Yeah, Chewy's is like the Chili's of Mexican restaurants.
Okay, it's way better than Chili's.
It's way better than Chili's, but it's still, you know, it's a sit down, cookie cutter restaurant. Like they're gonna all be the same. Wow, we did pretty good with that defense there. Ooh, nice. I don't have a lot of health though.
I really like I don't know if I have anything I'd describe as a favorite restaurant. I haven't spent as much time downtown as I'd like, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple good restaurants I just don't remember the name of. All right, we gotta get off the restaurant topic.
Are you getting hungry?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just sad.
Now you're just sad. Aww.
Everyone knows Taco Bell's the best restaurant.
Jeez. Please, no.
You guys only talk about local food, motorbikes, and humid weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something else today, chat. What should we talk about? How about World of Tanks?
Maybe, I guess. That's all we talk about, though. World of Tanks is also something that we only talk about, or whatever.
I know, it's like this is a World of Tanks stream.
Yeah, jeez. That Scorpion is almost definitely
so Mike says, how about only 2 RD per game? So this is something that comes up quite a lot. So the answer from the devs on this proposition has been, if they only do 2 RD per game, there will be 2 RD in every single game, based on how the queues are measured. So the devs have made the choice to make it between 1 and 3 because they can guarantee variety with that. Yeah. I've had a lot of people say that they would rather have 2 RD every game than ever have 3 RD. We've done experiments on this stream before where we've counted how many games we've had with no RD. You'll notice we're in a game right now with no RD.
Yep.
I personally like that sometimes I can get a game with no RD. It does suck when you get hammered by all 3 in a game with 3 RD. Yep. Personally, given the choice, I will always take variety, but that's the developer rationale there.
Yep. There you go. Favorite places to visit? Right now, there's a really nice hiking trail that I love.
Yeah, anywhere outside that I can actually go?
No! Why did that go into the rock?
I went paddling yesterday at Lake Georgetown. That was nice.
Hey, that was a good match. Texas humidity, barbecue, and heat. What else is there? I don't know. You can talk about esports. A World Cup of what? The
World Cup of what? We've talked about it.
Yeah.
We've done it before, arguably. WGL essentially was a World Cup of what? Just with each nation. I mean, it was still clans or teams, but not clans.
Yeah.
But we had the best teams from each region play off each other. I guess it was more of like a Champions League than a World Cup. If you're a soccer fan, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're very confused.
All right. So I'm trying to invite Mr. Joe Garner, and they.
I have it. I have it.
You have
it's a G-Man 110.
G-Man 110. There we go. Cool. Invite out.
California says, play the T3 HMC. Yes, it is the real dinosaur. Thanks for noticing. Aren't you impressed that we taught her how to talk?
Yeah. Like, it was kind of hard, you know. Dinosaur vocal cords aren't really made for the English language.
Yeah, the first 6 months were just like...
Yeah, it was actually kind of crazy. I've come a long way.
It's true.
What's the current topic? The current topic is either food or the humidity, apparently. Ouch, FF8, dang. Jeez.
It still sounds like
that. Looks awfully human to me. Well, thank the makeup artist. I don't look like this all the time. Can reach the mouse and keyboard. I have everything really close to me. Like, everything is no more than a couple of, more than like a foot away from me, so. All right, dropping in to tier 8 now.
Mad Mike says, you should work with Flames Lore to get more players for both games. So, Mad Mike, in the past, we have actually worked, not that I have anything wrong with Flames Lore, by the way. I played in the past. Battlefront's a great company. I believe it's Battlefront, right? But we have actually worked with the Bolt Action before, and really like that game as well. We went to the big board game convention in Indianapolis that I'm currently forgetting the name of. What is it?
Wait, what?
No, not DragonCon. That's the San Jose or the Bay Area one. Geez, I can't believe I don't remember. Gen Con. Thank you, Mad Mike. Yes, we were at Gen Con with Bolt Action a couple of years ago. And it was awesome. We had a great time.
Does that mean Domo is a dinosaur since Tragic is Domo? Yes.
No. Oh, yeah. I was going to say that's the transitive property, right? Or the associative property? I don't remember. It's been too long.
It's transitive. Associative is basically first degree association.
Whereas DungeonCon is the Bay Area one.
Yeah, and then transitive is you pass through one other node, basically. But yeah, someone asked, what is with the dino getup? It's not a getup. This is my actual form. I am a dinosaur. I'm not going to become Barney again today.
So weird. Says, to change the subject, how do you guys feel about Dr. Disrespect's return to streaming on YouTube with 3 million subs in the first month? Will we ever see him stream WoD again? So as far as him streaming WoD again, that's up to our marketing team. They're the folks who handle the partnership deals like that. I doubt he would play it of his own accord, just based on how his experience went. Not a game he excelled at, World of Tanks.
No.
I have a lot of respect for Doc as a branding guy. I think what he's done in terms of creating a personal brand is incredible, and it's super impressive, and his success on YouTube speaks to that. It's not personally my favorite kind of content, but I always keep up with it because I like keeping up with people who are clearly know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's about it, I think.
Yeah, he did one or two promos with World of Tanks.
He
one
did
was
two.
for Steel Hunter.
Steel Hunter and 1.0 launch.
Yeah.
Steel Hunter actually was pretty good, but the 1.0 launch one was rough.
Also, scrolling back up, Jimmy K wants to know what our favorite flavor of ice cream is. Mine is cookies and cream, because I'm boring like that.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Yeah.
I
want
don't know. I haven't been eating a lot of ice cream lately. I really like, this is going to sound weird, I really like pumpkin ice cream. There's a place in San Francisco that made this incredible pumpkin ice cream seasonally. That was the ice cream I get hyped about.
Very interesting. Let's see. Boring. You mean you have great taste? Cookies and cream is delicious.
So I have had Scotch flavored gelato in Berkeley. That was great before. Jay Woodorf says the Chieftain never play WoD. Oh yeah, all the time.
Yep.
By the way, quick reminder: those of you who are Chieftain fans or World of Tanks just history fans, we are going to be hosting our first Cav Society meeting on Wednesday, the 23rd. It's going to be the Chieftain's Armored Vehicle Society, a regular stream where we feature various historical topics. The subject is going to be the book by Harry. I'm going to mispronounce his last name, so I'm not going to say Harry Y. And his book, The Tank Killers, which is about tank destroyers in World War II. And we're very excited about that. I'm really stoked. So if you are a history fan, make sure that we have an article and a YouTube video up about that. Make sure you stop by. And if you're interested in participating in the discussion that we'll be having live on stream, you'll be able to answer trivia questions and earn rewards. It's going to be great. Make sure to come for it.
Yeah.
If you're not a history fan, probably going to be a bit dry for you, not going to lie. But it's going to be awesome for history folks, military history folks, anyway. I'm really excited. We're two basically the foremost experts on U.S. tank destroyers in World War II. So if you're interested in that subject, it's a must-see opportunity. You don't have to read the book, but you'll have the opportunity to it'll be easier for you to participate in the discussion and earn prizes if you do read them. So I recommend it.
M60 code for Reddit. Yeah, that's honestly like the best code. I'm surprised not more people know about it.
I'm not sure Chief knows how to do a book club either. This will be his first one, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Jay Woodorf says, I have Nick's book can openers, and I'm going to show Yeeds, Harry Yaida. He's going to teach me how to pronounce it, and then I'm never going to forget it, I promise you that. But I know I'm going to butcher it. The Infantry's Armor, yes. Can openers, of course, which is the Chieftain's book on World U.S. tank destroyers. Still available. Check it out.
There's an IS-3 that's just like staring at me.
Why IDs? Yides? Public Farmer says that they ordered the tank killers from Amazon the other day. Awesome. Can't wait to have you at the discussion. It's kind of we've had the opportunity to do a lot of really cool history content recently.
Hello,
Yides. That's
you're
what
an
I thought it was.
SUPM. Ouch.
Yides. I'll try and keep with it.
Well, I'm super dead.
We've done the museum streams. We're doing this now. So if you guys are into that stuff, make sure you're keeping up with what we're doing on the channel. And if you have friends who are into that stuff, let them know. Even if they don't play the game, it might be a cool opportunity for them. Old Wolf says, I think my grandfather was with the Hellcats in Italy during World War II. His unit patch was definitely with them. Very cool.
Ooh.
SRBDB says, Can Openers by Nicholas Moran. Is that the book you're talking about? I'm sure it'll come up, but that is not the book we're talking about. I will link the book for you in chat.
Yeah. What does the code M60 code for Reddit give you in Watt? A single manual fire extinguisher. Need a hashtag Sherman Gang shout out in that stream. Yeah. It's a thought there. Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Chieftain today, and we're gonna look at this tank. It's got a big gun and some wheels. Oh shoot, the tank's on fire. Copernicus wants to know, what do you think of Mr. Kellerman? Personally, not my type of content. I generally prefer more calming streams. But World of Tanks or War Thunder, which one is the best? I'm biased, but personally I prefer the more arcadey World of Tanks mechanics. One of the biggest things about, I think, War Thunder, or even like the other tank game that used to exist. My Chrome is broke. That's okay. One of the other tank games that used to exist, they were like, one of the bad things was, I heard that the games kind of turned into pixel sniping because there wasn't any RNG really to the spread of your shells and where they went. So that caused a lot of issue, and I don't really like the way that that sounded. So I actually never tried it out, but I don't have any interest in trying it out either. Alright, so Bayadrixwell. Bayadrixwell. I can't find you. I don't know if... Oh wait, I typed your name wrong, I think. Yep, found it. Alright. Invite to game. Uh-oh. Cabbage disappeared. Where did he go? Cab looks good. He has disappeared. Oh wait, hold on, guys. I have a solution for this. See, Cabbage is still here. Cabbage is still here.
I'll be right back. My Chrome froze, so I have to
No worries. Geez, tragic. That fade sharper than the dino teeth. I know. I basically, if you guys have ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, I have Sokka's haircut. So, but. We lost Cabbage. What are you talking about? Cabbage is right there. That's his face. That's how he's always looked. So if we have a Drixwell in chat, I hope you're around. You are our next platoon mate. I will PM you in game. So I hope you are still around. Did Cabbage get a haircut? No, he got a beard trim.
No, I cut my own hair.
My favorite part is the fact that you popped in like exactly behind the Cabbage face.
Did I?
Yeah. It was like dead center.
Alright, I'm back. I linked the book in chat. Make sure you check that.
Awesome.
I'm so excited about that stream. Oh wait, no, I didn't link it yet. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so since I'm not getting by a Drixwell, I'm not getting any response from them. Up next we have FBI open up. Oops. Well, there we go. FBI open up.
A series of
invite out.
Comedical errors going on here.
Let's see. Tragic loss. Do you think World of Tanks should have esports again? I would love that. Esports is one of the biggest reasons why I got so heavily into World of Tanks. I went to basically every single NA event for it. So they had the grand finals and the finals for NA in San Francisco, and oh, shut up and play your tank. Jeez, FBI, why you gotta switch it all up on me? But yeah, I would love to see it come back. I always loved the esports. I watched all of it. Can you guys give my uncle a shout out? He doesn't speak English or watch this, but he would appreciate it. Shout out to Wrecker's uncle. Insert real name of Wrecker. Please don't tell me it, but yeah. Tragic, I've seen you on Wargaming for a long time, but never really got to watch you play. Are you bad, average, above average, or a good player? I think I'm above average. I can do okay.
Depends on your perspective. Above average to the total player base.
FBI, I sent you an invite. I sent you an invite on Shut Up. Can you show your service record? Sure. I guess.
So I'll judge your service record.
There we go. This is my service record. 9,000 battles, 51%. My average is going up. My maximum experience is 2k. Average damage per battle is going up. My hit ratio. That's my personal rating. So there you go. If you wanted to stalk my stats, I'm pretty sure I can. Let's stalk Cabbage's stats as well. Let's compare them to mine. Too late. Nope, it's already on screen. He has a better hit ratio, but I have better average damage. I also have a better maximum destroyed. You do have better average experience.
I have some regrets about. I played a lot of World of Tanks in the beta, and then when we did the final reset, I didn't know what was going to happen, so I was kind of cranky about it. So I did a lot of suicide scouting when the game first came out to try and get the tanks that I had in the beta back, because I didn't care about my stats. No one did at that time when the game came out. No one thought to be that obsessed with their stats. So I have been I'm still recovering from how bad my stats were from that period of unfortunate suicide grinding.
Oof. Alrighty, so this is probably going to be the last battle. We're going to be dropping into tier 10. Highest tier tank, Tragic, 10.
I didn't use the water closet. I spilled water on my keyboard. Right, tier 10?
Let's see. Yeah, tier 10.
Oh, this is our first tier 10 game of the night?
Yeah.
Nice.
Surprisingly.
Good
we
cap.
actually get a lot of tier 10s usually, which
we
is
usually
really
do,
interesting.
Not today.
Yeah. What is today's code? It's there. It's always going to be up there if we have one.
Yeah, my stats have also been. By the way, you should check out the new stats site, tomato.gg. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
My stats have been steadily going up for the last couple of years, but I'm still slightly above average, I think.
I think I actually got my tier 10 within 6 or 7k battles, for sure. Fisher Cats wants to know, what's today's code do? A new watcher here. Well, for one, welcome to the stream. I hope you've been enjoying what you've seen. Otherwise, so the weekly watcher code is kind of what it says on the tin. It is a weekly code that we give out. We generally give one out on Tuesday, and then we have a makeup code that we post later in the week. Basically, what the code does is when you redeem it, you get a mission in game, and the mission is to play a battle. If you play a battle, you get, I believe you get boosters. So when you redeem the code, you get consumables and a mission. And then when you play the mission, you get your boosters. And if you continue getting the codes throughout the month, you will get a bonus at the end of the month, depending upon how many codes in a row you got. So you have to get one after another. You can't like skip a week or whatever. So, I like your Tragic. I like your tattoo, Tragic. Kind of cute. Thank you. I'm guessing you meant this one. It is a semicolon. If you know what it is, I am both sorry and very happy that you are here. So. Whew. That poor LT. Wow, that sucked.
Public Farmer says, where you learning? Well, this was 2011, I think, so no, I was not learning from anyone.
No! Come on.
Why is mine objectively the best map? Okay, I am...
Wow, what happened to you?
I didn't know that I was gonna die going there, but now I do.
Where did you go?
Behind this hill, but there were people spotting me from the left and right, and I now realize I was way too far forward.
Yeah, happens.
This is what happens when I play heavy tanks. I go
Yes,
to
I have
positions,
true
but I go with
romance.
my lights and mediums, and I get destroyed. That's why I don't play heavy tanks.
Is there a makeup code if you missed week 1 for the stream chain code? Yes, but it is no longer valid. There's always a makeup code later in the week, but the thing is, both the code and the mission expire every single Monday. So you have to get the makeup code or the code before Monday. And you have to complete the mission before Monday.
Always play heavies. I can at this point. I'm so used to playing mediums, it's really tough to play anything else. I've gotten a little better at tank destroyers, at least a couple of them. I play the M56 a lot, which I really enjoy.
Oh. Get better at count-ins. I'm sorry, guys. Like, with the fact that we are playing from home, all of the other fancy stuff I normally am able to do, I can't do, and that's...
Just gotta give him a 3-2-1.
Yeah, well, I did. But, you know, there's no chat count-in, which means it's, like, very inaccurate. The count-in is probably gonna be about 5 seconds off. So if you see us ready, if you see all of the platoon people readied up, you can kind of... Oh wait, you guys can't see that. I usually say battle. I'm sorry. There's not a whole lot I can do to resolve that, unfortunately.
FF8 says, just play arty. You can never overextend if you don't move.
You're not
Record.
wrong.
Reger says, Cabbage, the next time you do poorly in World of Tanks and someone threatens battery against you, tell them you spilled baked beans all over yourself for immunity.
Why not spaghetti, huh?
I don't think it works that way, but okay.
It does if you say that you spilled the spaghetti that was in your pockets.
Is the office now filled with cobwebs and nobody there? Well, so almost every day, we still have our security guard and our IT guy showing up every day.
Yeah,
And
and
I
there
still
is a
think it
cleaning
gets
crew.
cleaned regularly.
Yeah.
But yeah, there can't be a lot to clean with nobody else going to the office.
How is this Super Conqueror, like, bouncing me? That's actually very impressive. Like, he has bounced me twice now. And now he's shooting HE because I'm guessing he's very annoyed that he's bounced so many times. Ew! And then the leopard does hit me, of course.
Red on Twitch says, I'm really enjoying the IS tank I have. Oh, which one do you have, Red?
Yeah.
I love the IS too, because it has a bear on it.
Because it has a bear on it. Ooh, our
IS-2,
AMX 50B is
great
gonna
tank.
go down, I think.
Ton says, code for Asia, please. Unfortunately, you're going to have to go to the World of Tanks Asia channel for codes for Asia. This is the North American channel, and our codes only work for North America. Our apologies. And South America.
Let's see.
It should be Americas now, but we're so used to saying North America, we say it a lot.
Yeah. Hello, my nickname in-game is Neptuno. I ask why lately World of Tanks is becoming boring in the sense that there are too many defeats in the standard game. That of 15 games, 4 victories, 11 defeats. It's boring. I mean, realistically, like, the games haven't really changed. Like, you're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some. I don't really know how to say it, but you know, it is a team-based game, and you know, contributing to your team and having your team contributing to the win are all things that need to happen to be able to pull a win out of, well, anything.
So we cite Lancaster Square Law a lot. We are looking into ways. We're always looking into ways actually that we can prevent steamrolls. But to some extent, they're always going to happen in a percentage of games because of Lanchester Square Law, which is basically a very simple rule that says if I have 10 guns and you have 10 guns and we knock out one of your guns before you knock out one of ours, we have an advantage because you now have 9 guns and we have 10 guns. So it's more likely to snowball than it is to stay balanced.
It's mathematical.
It is something that we want to... I mean, this game's actually going fairly balanced, 9-7.
Yeah. This is a very even game.
But you'll notice, even if you pay attention to like high-end Clan Wars, a lot of the matches are complete snowballs. It's actually almost even worse at the high-level gameplay. Because they're so good at focus firing that Lanchester Square Law applies even harder.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Butaido, I think. I gave it a serious effort. I'm seriously wondering now, while Wargaming is Belarusian, Google says that its biggest boy HQ is in Cyprus. Why Cyprus of all places, far from its original place? I am not aware of the entirety of the rationale for Cyprus. But yes, our company is headquartered in Cyprus and has been for some time. We have we have offices for development and publishing all around the world.
Slick Dealer says, this absolute cheating rigging game. What?
Someone had a bad running game.
Apparently.
Cannot believe that an STB1 cannot pen the side of an E5 or the lower front plate of an E5 when fully aimed less than 50 meters. Meanwhile, SETI5 is allowed to snapshot. I'd have to see the replay to really see what happened there, Slick Dealer. But you can get a run of bad luck, that's for sure.
Yeah. Also, I do recommend, if you're having trouble penning tanks, check out tanks.gg. It'll definitely help you figure out where to fire. It is for sure a really solid site to learn a lot more about armor and the mechanics of it. Turbo losses, interesting.
Well, steamrolls, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that you're experiencing some comfort or some bias there of you're a lot more likely to remember the games that you got steamrolled than you are to remember the ones you did steamroll.
Yeah.
Proven that sheriff accounts are rigging games. There was an instance recently of some sheriff accounts being used for some improper behavior. We looked into it and took the appropriate measures to stop that from happening.
Yeah, I believe we actually locked all of the sheriff accounts specifically for anybody who wasn't an employee or a contributor. So currently, I don't think there's anybody with any sheriff accounts that aren't as such. So
correct. And an important note: we will hopefully be doing another sheriff event soon. But if you get a sheriff event, which we usually announce on this stream, the recruitment, so you have the best opportunity to get a deputy account if you watch this stream. Any sanctions that you incur, any violations you commit, the sanctions will be applied to your main account. So it's not a license to go break the rules. Pack 42 says, do you know when the German mediums get their slight buff? Hopefully soon. I don't have an exact date.
Yeah. Anyways, we have about 6 minutes left, which isn't quite enough time for another battle, so we're gonna sit and we're gonna answer some questions. So if you guys have any burning questions, hopefully not any more about food, or at least today, please do ask them.
So Slick Dealer says, acting like I need blank to see where to pen, I was shooting at the correct spot and hit the right of the E5 LFP and on the flat side of the E5. Fact of the matter is that these turbo losses are programmed RNG is completely manipulated. It's not true as far as the last part about RNG. It's just a lot of it is you're a lot more likely to remember the runs of bad RNG than you are to remember the good, but they aren't programmed. It's always the same for everyone all the time. As far as pretending like you need to know where to shoot, I don't. I was saying that I would need to see a replay to be able to understand what happened.
Yeah. Rua Train Man wants to see a picture of our bikes. I don't have any. I think we could probably post one on Discord if you're in Discord.
We'll go for a ride soon and post a picture for you guys. I gotta get my new tires on my bike.
Friday before everything.
if I get my tires put on by then. Actually, I'm not going to be able to, unfortunately. Billy T says, is Cabbage single? No, I'm actually in a very dedicated relationship with the M46 patent at the Bovington Tank Museum.
Yeah. Low505 wants to know, why am I so bad at this game? Answer, please. That's because you're not playing in a platoon with me. My other recommendation is check out some resources. We have a lot of CCs who are really good at the game and who really want to help you be good at the game, so I highly recommend you check them out, which... considering I am going to look up who we are going to be rating, and it's almost definitely going to be someone who can help you learn more about World of Tanks and the mechanics behind how to get better. So
when working on Cabbage, which tools do you find to use the most? Torque wrench.
Yeah.
Bular says, are Wargaming still using bots to fill the gameplay? Only on the South American server currently, and only at tier 5 and below. I got to be honest, though, if you haven't tried playing with the bots, I actually recommend it. They're pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
And but only at tier 5 and below.
So, because I was talking about our Discord, give me one moment, and I will send you guys our invite link. That way y'all can join it, and I will try and post a older photo that we have of our bikes, although Cabbage only has a picture, sorry, I only have a picture of Cabbage's old bike, which was the CBR 300 or CB 300F, which was a very small tank.
It was a 500, thank you.
500, sorry. Anyways, your Discord needs to be moderated better. We are hoping to add more moderators in the future. One of the biggest things is we have to find people who are both trustworthy and understand how to moderate a Discord. So
if you're interested in becoming a Discord moderator, let us know. We are happy to ply you with some goodies and
yeah. Lunar Sola says, slightly curious, why do we need an external website to learn about tanks in-game? Has there been any talks of adding similar features to the game itself? So in-game, we do have some things to help you understand, you know, what is what. So like, let's see.
Randall says, how hard is it ban them? That used to be my attitude, but it turns out we can't ban literally everyone.
So we do have ways to learn about like your tanks. So we have obviously we have our equipment screen, which has all the information on what it boosts, and we show you what statistics that your tanks have, and then we also have for cruise specifically, when you hover over some perks or all perks and skills, it'll give you information. You can also hold Alt. There's lots of little things that we've done to the interface to add learning opportunities, but some of the bigger things like positioning and stuff like that need extensive explanation, and also they're quite situational, especially if you're talking about the vision system and things like that. So I definitely recommend that people go to our YouTube channel, because we have a lot of information there, especially the vision system ones. Those are very important. And then, okay, my bike is pretty sick. Nice, that's awesome. You put fire stickers on it so it pedals faster. Awesome. When does Battle Pass start? Very soon. The article went up today. Can we get a picture of your first bike, as in bicycle? I don't think I have a picture of that. Let's see. Scrolling back through. How do you keep your beard looking nice, Cabbage?
I don't do that much. I wash and condition it and trim it. Try to trim it once a week.
60-year-old kid wants to know, how do you show in game what is being shot at you? I will show you that right now. You go into your settings and you go into battle notifications, and you can show not only the fire direction indicator but also battle events. So this shows you all of that, and you can also turn on log, which also tells you the type of ammo that hits you. Otherwise, there is a visual difference between the type of shells that hit you. HE is always going to be very bright, and it's always going to have like a big ol' explosion. Let's see.
All right, folks, I think it's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all had a good Labor Day. I hope you have a good week. Make sure you keep up with those monthly missions. We got the Tanks and Medals, Tank University, Tank Rewards is going. Ton of cool stuff to keep up with. Battle Pass 3 will be launching soon. Make sure you go check out the article with the launch video and all of the lore episodes ready to go. And make sure you join us on September 23rd for the Cav Society meeting with Chieftain and Harry Yaidi.
Yeah. Other than that, we will see. Well, I will see you on Thursday. I hope you guys join us on Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Central Time. So please make sure you convert that to your time. Otherwise, we are going to be rating Nick Shucks. He is a Unicum, so I highly recommend if you want to learn things, ask him questions. He is always willing to give you answers. Other than that, that's it, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.